Do you remember the net payment justification? All right, net payment justification. Nemo, tell me that you just, let's say, I lay this down in front of you and I say, here's option one, here's option two, and you say, Steve, neither one of those options work for me.
Steve, none of those two options work for me.
Okay. I understand. Nemo, look, even though you're paying for two cars, you're not going to pay $800 a month to drive the new one. Now, let me be crystal clear. You're still going to write a check for $800 a month, but you're not going to pay $800 a month to drive that vehicle. This sounds like a riddle, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Let me explain what I mean. Look, everybody knows, and I'm sure you're well aware, that the vehicle you're purchasing is probably going to depreciate over a 6-year period of time. Mm-hmm. Now, based on the market right now, it's not going to depreciate nearly as fast as it would have otherwise. And the fact that you're buying a used car means it's not going to depreciate nearly, a used car means it's not going to depreciate nearly as fast as a new car would, because your vehicle's already taken the biggest depreciation hit, which makes you a smart buyer. Here's what you don't want to do. Look at look at page what page is that?
20.
Look at page 20 and follow along with me. Nemo, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to write a check for $800 a month. You don't want to sign it. You do not want to send it to a lender. I get that. But you know the vehicle depreciates, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I bet you don't know. Has anyone explained to you the savings element contained in every single car payment you make?
No.
Okay. Let me explain how this works. This is not complicated. Look, 72 months from now, you're going to make your last $800 a month payment. What comes back to you in the mail?
A title.
But it's a pretty special title, isn't it, Nemo?
Sure is.
Because it's only got one name on it, and that's yours. It's called Free and Clear. This title acts just like a very expensive share of stock, because you can sell it, trade it, or borrow against it, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back up to our vehicle. You're looking at a $45,000 vehicle. It was $63,000 at one time. Okay, it's already depreciated significantly. 6 years from today, if you drive that vehicle like you intend on driving it, what do you think it'll be worth?
Maybe half that.
Let's be conservative and say only $20,000.
Okay.
Okay? So now you've got a $20,000 vehicle with a free and clear title. You've got no car payment at all. I'm allergic to my dog, and I'm not getting rid of my dog. Do me a favor. Got a phone over there?
I do.
Divide 20,000 by 72.
$270. 270. Yeah. 278.
You know what that 278 represents?
No.
This is crazy. Remember I told you you were going to have to write an $800 check, which you didn't want to do, and send it to the lender, right? Mm-hmm. And most people think the lender keeps all the money. Mm-hmm. Not quite the case. On the way to the lender, metaphorically speaking, $278 flows right back to your title. So if that's the case, you're not paying $800 a month to drive this vehicle. You're paying $522 a month to drive this vehicle. I need you okay down there so we can get it cleaned up and ready for delivery.
Sounds good.
I'm telling you what, you get good at this, you will blow people away. The only time this will not work is if the customer cannot write an $800 check. Then we got them on the wrong car. Okay? If the customer, and I've done this 100 times plus, in front of customers, and when the customer looks at me and says, "Hey, Steve, that's all nifty, but I can't write the $800 check," I'm screwed. I'm going to have to switch vehicles at that point. Is this the truth, by the way?
Yes, numbers are numbers.
Look, math is the most exact of sciences. One customer response is to this. Do that again.
Yeah.
Do that again. But think about this. How many customers look at a payment like this? I've never found a single car salesperson in the United States that looked at a payment like this. I never did either. A motorcycle general manager showed me how to do this. A Harley Davidson, GM in Atlanta, pulled me aside and said, "I think I've got a better payment justification strategy than you do." I said, "Well, bring it on." And sure enough, because